Hi everyone, this is Devang. So this is video, some footage that I took at the Seattle Wave 1.5 pickup, where they were doing a demo of the Frontier, one of the Frontier Town missions, the expansion town. You can see the board and things like that. And this is the Shootout, so it's the pretty straightforward mission where, basically players versus bandits, on each end, with bandits coming in waves and things like that. So this is just basically 2 turns of gameplay, just to give everyone a look at what is involved, some of the new features of, the town map. So things like going through windows, how the rooftops work, kind of how the bandits work and go through cover and things like that. And it's not a full game of it, but it is 2 turns, and it should give a good idea of at least how the majority of town missions will work, especially the Shootout one, and working with the bandits. So, with that said, I will shut up and we can all take a look at the demo.
It's up there, Cavalry Scout looks like.
Yep, you may roll 2 dice for a move each turn and choose which to use.
Nice. And don't forget, your character also comes with fast innately, so whatever you roll, you get to move 1 more than that.
Right.
Now I'm here to clean up the West. Anytime I kill an enemy, I may heal 1 wound and 1 sanity and gain 10 experience.
Wow. Nice. And at the end?
Swinging rifle.
Yep.
Play in a shootout in town. The U.S. Marshal clearly wanted to clean up the West, has found a gang of bandits, and he's going to take them on in the classic old West trope of the showdown in the streets. So the entire posse is going to line up down here at B, and then either the first 2 rows.
Initiative order? Is that part
if you guys generally set up whatever order you want to, it's the posse decision.
I'm cowering in the back. Where do you want?
Well, strategically placing myself in the rear. So I can move through
as ranged, taking the rear as well.
Okay. If you're going to be a scout, you should be in front anyway, correct?
Oh, everyone's so brave today. Alright, and of course it wouldn't be a shootout if the bandits weren't lined up on the other end of the street. So we're going to stick 3 of these guys out here, turn 1. And we just have one more thing to get straightened out. We still have the old lantern. Who feels like they can hold back the darkness today?
I may as well. No one else is gonna.
You're the first to volunteer. Everybody should leave.
Wow, I think you're the first person I've ever heard volunteer to hold the lantern. It's always like, I guess I'll do it this time.
I'm just grateful it doesn't take a hand slot.
Yep. Well, that would suck given this.
Well, at that point it would be, okay, who has a single hand? And
That would be me.
Well, with how much grief you get from the party anyway, you don't need to be double penalized.
Right.
Alright, so we're basically starting right in combat, but even in a combat round, we start each round by holding back the darkness. So if you want to grab 2 dice. 6. The hero posse marker shows what you need to roll on those 2 dice. In this first phase, you need a 7.
So I failed right out there.
So now the darkness starts to progress. In this case, it's the bandits overwhelming the town. So if you notice, I don't have any of the darkness cards or anything out, because it's going to work a little bit differently as we go over the blood spats. Alright, so combat happens like combat always does. We are going to be going in initiative order, and luckily you're all seated in initiative order, so we can just go around the table. If you notice, the initiative in the upper right-hand corner of your card. The Bandits also have an initiative of 5. So they're going to go, unless anybody has an ability to go before somebody of the same initiative, because monsters always go first if they initiate something. So since you guys do not, the Bandits are going to go first. We'll get into what Shootout means next round, when they actually could potentially hit somebody. But for this round, all you need to know is they're going to advance their full move of 6.
This one will have to do with Doomsday device.
Alright, so we have the dark-hatted, pistol-wielding bandits strolling down Main Street here. You can almost see the tumbleweeds just kind of rolling across the middle of town. Alright, so we're kicking off with the Saloon Girl down on that end.
My range is 4, correct? So I need to be within 4.
You're going to start by rolling to see how far you can go.
1 die?
1 die. 4. You are armed so fast, so you get +1 movement. So you can move up to 5 spaces. Today we're going to make that a little easy for you.
And if I was to move through them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in front of that first tumbleweed, I'm still out of range.
Some explosives on it.
Right.
Well, you've only got your range is game range 3 pistol.
So she really needs to get up close fast.
You're kind of a support / melee class.
Okay.
Can you clarify something for me real
Of course.
quick? On his move of 5, did he move through the friendly space or did he move around it?
So, in every other case, you need to move around it.
Okay.
He has a special starting ability that says that he can move through an occupied space.
Acrobatic maneuvers.
Okay. Just checking.
But yeah, every other case that would be the...
Every character has to, you cannot move through.
Unless you have other rules.
Yeah, by default.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Right. Unfortunately, so the way that map tiles work when you're in the town is the streets count as 1 map tile, and every building, or every building counts as an additional map tile. So since you guys are on the same map tile as enemies and the enemies are on the board, you're not going to be able to do anything like scavenge right now. But if there was an ability like, say, a Goliath wandered straight in the middle of the town, and for you guys that might not be familiar, Goliath causes fear hits to everybody on the same map tile. Everybody in the streets, and since it's adjacent tiles, everybody in the buildings would be taking fear hits from that Goliath. Unless the Goliath went into a building and you were in another one, then, only then would you be safe from the Goliath's horror.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm going a little higher level today, so feel free to...
That's cool.
I assume kind of a base level of knowledge here. So that was the Saloon Girl. Now we're going over the Indian Scout.
Now, this doesn't cost a grit, right?
Nope. That every time you roll 2 dice.
It does say may, but
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? I mean,
yeah.
obviously that's not helping.
But you could select the 1 and get a grit.
Yes.
Like what?
You can get a grit for rolling 1 for movement.
Oh, really?
And get up to your max grit so you can carry around 2.
I'm doing that. And just move to 1.
Yeah.
And you're fast.
Oh, I get 2 actually.
Right,
Yeah.
so you get to move 2 and get the grit. That's almost as good as being a bandito.
Who's that one out?
Alright, and your range is 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we're not going to really have to worry about shooting till next turn. This is just the heroes and the villains walking down Main Street towards each other this round.
The jangle of spurs.
Alright, U.S. Marshal stepping up. And last but not least, the Rancher. You're the only person that might get into range this turn.
No.
Not with that, not unless you want to spend your grit for that extra movement.
Nope, I will just mosey on forth towards the boardwalk.
Alright, so we're done with round 1. Now we roll to hold back the darkness again.
Nope. Another 6.
Well, this is actually not the worst case for this to happen. Every time it hits a blood spat, any bandits that are on the roof get a free round of shooting.
Nobody's on the roof.
So nobody's on the roof yet, so you don't take shots from...
How do you denote what's on the roof and not, and how do you get on the roof?
we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
In fact, we might actually get to that now. So at this... So at the start of every round, you get to roll to see how many bandits come in for this turn. So who wants to roll to see how many bandits we're getting?
I'll be.
And it's going to be a D3. So half the result of this die. So 1 die. And then you roll where it comes in from.
D8.
No, this is a D6.
So that was a 2.
Okay, so then
6. So if you roll a 1, it comes in at C, 2D, 3A, 4 higher, it comes in on the roofs. So now you roll a die to see what roof the D8 to see what roof it's on. 3. So that's what we're using these numbers for. So we're going to put it on a stack of these big base either sanity or wounds, just to show that it's up a floor. It doesn't count as actually being in any space. The roof is its own thing. All right. And he can measure distance from any space on the edge of the building that he's on. But he also has a blind spot adjacent to in every space adjacent to the building that he's on. All right. So now, initiative 5, the bandits still get to go first. We're going to resolve the ones on the roofs first because they don't have the standard pistols. They have long rifles. So it's going to randomly choose what character it attacks. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who wants to roll the D8? All right, 8. It's going after the rancher. So we're going to put one of these little shootout markers to show that that's its target. We can verify the range and line of sight. So the problem is that the buildings are actually blocking line of sight to its intended target. So instead, it's going to attack a random target. So we're going to have to choose from the 3 of those. 6. So it's the marshal that's getting the shot. So who wants to roll against the marshal?
I'll do it.
2 dice.
2 dice.
Bandits have a range target of 5 up, so you miss with both shots with the long rifle. All right. So now the bandits on the street are going to go. We're going to start with the one that's closest to the party. This one's probably the closest to the saloon girl. So who wants to roll to see who his target is?
You've been taking it for the team.
So roll a d8 because there's 4 of you. 6. So it's the U.S. Marshal.
Lucky.
So he's got a move of 6. So he can easily get into range of you. And now he's going to see town offers more cover opportunities than the mine. So there's always a chance these guys are going to try to sneak into cover to take protected shots against you. So roll a die and on a 1, 2, or 3, he's going to try to get into cover to shoot at you. 6. He does not. He's just going to go running straight down the street at
Brazen.
All right, so that was that one. On to this one. Who is his target going to be? In this case, since this guy has a shootout marker, he's not going to be a valid target. So it's only between these 3. So we're going to roll a d6 to see who he targets. 1. So he's targeting the saloon girl. We're going to put a little target marker on him. Do you want to roll to see if he's going to try to get into cover? 2. He is. So let's see, can he get to any cover that is within range 6 of you? Unfortunately not, so he's just going to go out into the streets there, as close to the cover as he could get. And the last one, D3, 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
Ducking inside that.
Ducking inside of doors, hiding behind buildings.
So if you ducked inside that door and out of the cover.
Yep, and I'll get into how to do it.
Alright, here's the other
6. So he's going after the rancher.
I want to get doing a demo of that.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to move as close to you as he can get. And then because he can't reach his target, he's going to fire at a random target. So who does he fire at? Roll a
Indian
d8.
Scout.
Well, D6 actually, because he can't reach the rancher. All right, so 2 on the U.S. Marshal. So generally they try to spread themselves as evenly as possible, but if they can't reach their target, they'll just randomly attack whoever. All right, so who wants to roll against the saloon girl? All right, so they have 3 shots, so they roll 3 dice. Their range target is 5 or higher. Are you guys playing into there? So you missed all of the shots. So the saloon girl isn't gunned down in the streets. We can all be happy about that yet. All right.
So I think I got another one attacking me, right?
No, there was only 1 on you.
They're all on me.
All right, now 2 get to shoot the U.S. Marshal.
That's right.
Who's going to roll for these guys?
The law don't go around here, boy. I'll roll for one.
Well, it's obvious why they're attacking the U.S. Marshal. I mean, he's the law.
Law dog. So that's 3 again, correct?
2 of them, so 6. 3 from each of them. Ouch. So before you start moving those dice around, the 5s both count as a hit because they have a range target of 5 up. They also have a special roll called Hail of Bullets. So any to hit roll of 6 counts as 3 shots. So you hit him 5 times. All right, so he's got a nice little save of 3 up, so he makes 3 of his saves. Did you want to grit the other 2?
Not at this point.
All right, they're each going to do 2 damage to you, so 4 damage to
Oh,
them.
okay.
Whichever one you draw, that gives them different abilities, and also
That could have been worse.
That could have gone much worse. I actually was playing this earlier this week, getting ready for this game. I had a preacher, and all 3 of the hits from the bandit rolled 6s. I took 9 shots as a preacher. It was not pretty.
Did you say your prayers?
I did, and I had a revive token. All right, so we're starting off with the saloon girl. I think you're going to want to run up and punch one of these guys.
Is that the best bet? I do have my stick of dynamite. Am I able to blast them all into submission? They're fairly tightly grouped.
Well,
It's a 3x3.
It's a space in every adjacent space.
So I would want to hit like there.
Or 2 at most.
Yeah, 2 at most.
they're basically impervious to explosives.
2 at most, huh? What do you guys say? Screw it or go hand to hand?
So, just to give you a hint, if any of them go on a roof, if a bunch of them were to go on a roof, the roof counts as 1 space.
Okay, so that'd be the better option.
And tokens ignore cover. So if any of them go into cover, if you toss something like a dynamite, they don't get their extra cover saved.
Right, then I guess I will try to go up, close the gap.
So, first off, let's see how far you can move. That might color this decision.
Okay, it's the single die, correct?
Yep. You want anything but a 1.
So 4, my additional 1 is 5.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's time. I'm done with this. I'm leaving.
He backs off. Actually, I don't want to get in the way of their potential shots.
Well, the thing is, you can draw line of sight through allied models.
Okay, so that's really not a factor, huh?
Right. And not only that, but these guys, shootout characters can't fire their guns when they're currently adjacent to a hero. So sometimes if you're a melee character, it helps to run up and try to gum up their works a little bit.
Well, that's going to be
when you guys get your Scaffold Gang home, which is part of Wave 1.5, you're really going to want to do that to them because they get an extra hail of bullets at Initiative 1. So you can basically remove a round of shooting from them.
Alright, well, I'll close the gap, move up here, that way I'm adjacent to 2 of them. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're going to have to, you can do this, but you're going to have to be a little tricky about how you do it because as soon as you move adjacent to one of them, you're going to have to make an escape test. So you
Could I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yep, that's how you get it done.
Getting it done.
All right. So you got 2 combat, so you get to roll 2 dice. That's down in the bottom corner of your card. Your melee target is 4 plus.
4 or better.
So looking for 4 better. 6s are great, because 6s ignore their defense. So normally, so now every hit you get to roll for damage. You get to choose who you want to put that damage against. You got 2 guys right next to yourself right now. Who do you want to put your damage roll against?
The guy in front of me.
This guy?
No, this guy.
That guy. All right, that guy's quicking his boots right now. He's got a little girl run up to him, and now she's socking him right in the jaw.
1d6
So
for
then
damage.
you roll a die to see how much damage you do.
I'll let you guys actually play.
6.
And they ignores their defense, right?
Yeah, so normally you'd subtract 3, and that would kill him anyway. But you just clear clock this guy. He's laying out on the street.
That's what he gets for calling me a little.
All right, and you get, they're worth 15 experience apiece. And luckily for you, another bandit goes back into the pool. It's going to get messy if we start having to put bandits out and we don't have any.
You guys look around for the.
All right, so that was the saloon girl. Now we're going over to the Indian scout.
Nice.
I have never seen a saloon girl who wasn't completely vicious.
The female of the species.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you probably don't want to take that 1.
Yeah.
So as a ranged character, you got a couple more options going on here. You might want to try to get
or
it
something.
cover.
Yeah.
So for you, cover could either be going. If you were to move here, you can spend another movement point to basically put yourself in both of these 2 spots, kind of ducking out from that alleyway there. And you can do the same thing in a door. Or you can always go into a building and shoot through one of these light blue windows.
Dive through the window to get
Yes,
through?
you can, but because that's such a ballsy move, you have to spend a grit to do it.
I got him.
But he's got 2 grit.
So yeah, you could totally just go dive, defenestrate yourself into the building. Is that refenestrate yourself? I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go this way because he has a closer. You guys been taking for the team, so I can go because my movement is 6. 1, 2, 3.
So actually, 3 would put you here.
Okay.
If you want to duck into the.
Yeah, that's what I want to be.
So then you have cover from everything down this way and everything up that way.
Nice.
And from the guy on the roof.
So now every time somebody tries to shoot at him, he gets to roll a die before his defense, and a 4-up just ignore it.
So now I can take a shot. Do I have the range one?
Well, you can
I should.
make your shots first, and then you choose who to put the damage against after you've rolled the hit.
All right. So 1, 6.
Your carbine's 3 dice.
Your carbine has 3 shots.
3 dice. Range of 8,
3 dice. Nice. So you got a hit and a crit. So who do you want to put your hit against?
I'm gonna hit him first. There, right there.
All right. Do you want to apply the hit or the crit?
What does the crit do?
So the crit ignores defense.
You in particular, but there's always.
So it's just a straight D6 in damage. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
The defense, 'cause I like it.
Show me a 3 or higher. Bam! Another one bites the dust. You get 15 XP. And the other thing that happens is every time you kill one, we move the posse marker 1 step further down. Our goal is when you roll to hold back the darkness to roll equal to or higher than the number on the space that the posse marker currently is at. So right now it's impossible. Kill a few more of these guys and we'll talk.
And you got mine on there as well.
Yeah, he still has his second hit.
Yeah, you still have your hit left. Because remember,
that
you
was
did
the
your
crit.
Now you get your regular hit.
Okay.
So now you choose who it's against.
Yeah, this guy. One left.
Well, there's still 2 left, but you're not hitting that guy.
Yeah, that's what I
It's too far away.
So 2, he has a defense of 3, so it just bounces off his defense.
What the deuce?
All right, so
Well, I get plus 1 of those 3, but it doesn't do anything.
you get to choose between range or
I see.
melee.
That's your tomahawk.
All right. That's like a
That's good.
All right, Marshall,
I'll show you how it's done.
how far did you really roll for movement?
I rolled a 2. So here.
Uh-huh.
I've got a range of 5. He's within range.
Yep. So he gets to roll a D8 to hit. which has a much higher chance of getting 4 higher. And he also gets to roll a d8 for damage with that gun. Oh.
Cashing in some grit.
There we go. Unfortunately, it's not
a little better. So that puts 2 wounds on him. All right. Over to the rancher.
Let's see if I can do something useful here. Nope.
For you, it might not be a bad idea to pick a nice rooftop to perch on with your...
Yep.
So the way that you actually get up to a roof, if you want, is you have to go into a building and then spend your movement for that round, and you go up to the roof. And then you count as being everywhere on top of that building.
Right. Well, I'm not near an entrance to this building.
No, but I thought I'd let you know. I'll give you a direction, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, my hope was to get over here this turn.
5. Still
Yeah.
to get inside is 5. So.
Yeah.
Now the question is, you feel lucky enough to bring that guy off the roof.
Yeah.
Because he's got the high-powered long rifle.
And if you really want to get there this turn, you could spend a grit to add a d6 movement.
Well, he's also got a range 12 gun. So.
Sure, I know.
Yeah, so
He was just commenting about getting into the building this turn. So.
No, I'm going to come here, which he has middle of the street, but whatever. I believe, though, if my count was right, that is within 12 of his rooftop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it is, sir.
All right.
And there is a guy who's almost dead that you could finish off.
That's 1 hit point, and I think I can do more than that.
Yeah, but you get extra shots if you kill somebody.
Yeah, if I kill him, I can then pick that guy up. But
Or
the
you
guy-
kill the guy that's almost dead, then you can take another shot at the guy on the roof.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you roll to see what you hit?
See what he hits.
Yeah. You don't have to declare a target until
Nope.
I see what I hit. So, 2 dice for escape
It's a
pass.
little odd, but it ends up being a lot more player-friendly.
Yeah. Out of the way. I guess the odds are stacked hard enough against you.
Two hit?
Your rifle has 1 shot.
Oh, yeah, it's only
Oh, it's combat 2.
No.
Combat's
Your shots with the gun is 1.
I apologize.
Oh, no worries. This is just a learning game.
Yep.
Oh, this is when you miss the farmstead defender.
Yep. That's what I'm getting right now.
It's awful, but that's how you get the job done.
Yep. And with that 6, I will aim for the guy on the roof.
Almost, because the thing is, he's a 50%, because he has cover on the roof, he might ignore that hit. You're guaranteed to just kill that guy.
Alright.
With that
Well,
hit.
if he does have to hit the one on the roof with his +2 damage, he's got a guaranteed kill with the crit anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 on whether or not we get rid of the one on the roof if you go that way, or a guaranteed on the one on the roof.
Let's do the one on the roof.
Yeah.
Call it good. All right, so now he does get a cover save, so who wants to roll his cover save?
Not it.
Not it.
It's also
Looks
my
like
take on
a
the game is most important game is campaign.
Last-
I want to see how
So on a 4 or higher, he ignores the hit.
Go low. Go low.
Nice! Bam! All right, so you ignore his defense and you get +2 damage, so he automatically dies. Now we have to decide, does he fall off the roof screaming?
Yes,
That is always a chance because these roofs are a little perilous to be shooting a gun off of. So roll a die, and on a 1, 2, or 3, he falls off the roof screaming. He does. So not only do you get 15 XP for that, but you also get a grit because that was so awesome.
How much XP was that?
15.
15.
You have something to over here.
That's my problem.
Not again.
Hey, I'm trying to get all the good stuff for you guys.
And then the follow-up shot.
Well, you get to roll it. He's the only person now, so. All right. So that's just a hit, so you still have to roll to see if you get past his defense.
Yep.
There you go.
So 4, bam, he's dead.
He's got a modifier.
He has a +2, yeah.
All right. Yep.
So that was all 4 of the bandits in the streets. So
15.
So 30 total. So now we roll the hold back the darkness. If you roll double 6s, this will be a really short game.
All right.
Oh, you hold it, but it's not going to be that short. So since there are no bandits currently on the board, you roll a d6 to see how many bandits come back. So we're getting 4 bandits this turn. So bandit number 1, where is he coming on at? Let me see a d6 somewhere.
Coming on 2.
Coming on 2, so he's down at the far end. Bandit number 2, where's he coming on?
5.
He's on a rooftop. Roll a d8. Which rooftop? On 5. Get him a stack here. All right. Bandit number 3.
Number 3.
Also coming in 5. What rooftop? 8. Oh, this one's been laying in wait for you guys for a while.
Scurvy dog.
It's a trap. And since these 2 buildings share the same exterior, the roof counts as the same place. So he's basically in this entire roof here. He's got a great shot. All right, now number 4. Also coming in from the roofs. Number 2. Oh, they're coming from both sides now.
Yeah, it is a trap.
You guys at least are in the blind spot. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. There should be a bunch in the box. I might need another one eventually.
Okay. If I see them, I will bring one to you.
All right. So, since nobody's initiative changed since last time, we're going in the same order. So the bandits are going first.